My name is Maryellen Lamothe, and I moved here just about 20 years ago because I met a man online who had two restaurants. And so we had an instant connection because my dad used to be in the restaurant business, so I knew about restaurants. At any rate, I quit my job. I'd been in national sales of hardware products, and I moved here and needed something to do, so I volunteered for the Chamber of Commerce. And Bass Derby was approaching, and I was helping with Bass Derby plans a little bit. And the chamber was in that office as well, and somebody nominated me to be on the Chamber of Commerce, and I did, but I had to be gone during the first meeting, and when I came back, they had made me president of the Chamber of Commerce. So I was almost pretty new in town, and now I was president of the Chamber of Commerce. I don't know, I went to a couple of meetings and we heard somebody talk from Fairfield about something, I guess it wasn't called Rio Vision. It was the American Institute of Architects that could help out if you wrote a proposal. Perhaps they would choose Rio Vista to do a project with. And we wrote, I don't know, it was a 40-page manifesto or something, of a presentation that went to the American Institute of Architects. And they did select us. And as a result of that, we formed, the community formed a Rio Vision. And it still is an excellent group that is it's all about making things better in Rio Vista, called Rio Vision. I was president of that for a couple of years. It is still it's a great little organization, and they do a lot of work around here, for which I'm very grateful. One of the things that Rio Vision was about, or that this group of architects had told us, is you need to make your downtown area look good, look inviting, be interesting. And so I was disturbed by the 74 planters that we have on Main Street that had been put in probably 10 or 15 years before. The trees were all growing up. But at this time when I was here, if you got out of your car, parked next to one of these planters, and stepped in, it was 10 inches down from the little curb. It was like, whoa, this is not good. So I proposed that we rework those planters, and we sold little inscribed bricks to pay for it. And probably many of you that are watching for this may have bought one of those little bricks, but I forget how much they were, $25 or $50. I can't remember what they were. But that's how we funded that project. And we brought in truckloads of soil and rock and plants, and it was a huge project. And we learned how to lay little patios, because if you'll notice in front of the pizza place, in front of the Bank of Rio Vista, and any number of places, there are little patios there with bricks with names on them still. If you go to the promenade, there are hundreds of bricks there with people who wrote clever little things on them. And that was all in support of that project on Main Street. And so along the way, somebody asked me to join Soroptimist, and I was in Soroptimist for over 15 years, served as president, and it was a very rewarding experience. And then I was also on the Planning Commission for 2 terms. So that is the end of my story.